From football to basketball, sports is definitely one of the great unifiers in contemporary society. Beautiful games transcend age and time, with stories passed down through the generations of the very best players and the most memorable matches. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without the stadiums to host and encapsulate these fascinating events. With that in mind, let's look at the most impressive stadiums in the world. Which stadium is the second biggest in Europe? Which stadium hosted the 2010 FIFA World Cup Finals? This is dluxury, and in today's video, we'll be looking at the most impressive stadiums in the world. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you get notified of our latest videos. Cape Town Stadium, Cape Town, South Africa. Let's start our list with the Cape Town Stadium in South Africa, which was completed in 2009 at a cost of around $600 million. This 55,000-seat stadium hosted a number of games during the 2010 FIFA World Cup, including the exciting semi-final match between Uruguay and the Netherlands. Since then, the stadium has become a multi-purpose venue, hosting local soccer games and live concerts as well. Dubbed as the Diva of Cape Town, it features an exterior shell that responds to the city's weather patterns. Olympia Stadium, Munich, Germany. The construction of the Olympia Stadium in Munich, Germany was intended to be a sign of a more democratic nation under the Nazi regime. The stadium was supposed to host the 1936 Summer Olympics, but its construction was completed 4 decades later. It became the principal location for the 1972 Summer Olympics, and since then, it has held many other important sporting events. What's really interesting about this stadium is the fact that it was built on a pit that had been excavated by bombs deployed during World War II. Wembley Stadium, London, England. Known as the second biggest stadium in Europe, the Wembley Stadium cost around $1.3 billion to build, which also makes it one of the most expensive stadiums these days. It's the home to the English national soccer team, with a capacity of more than 90,000 seats. Ever since it was completed in 2007, the stadium has already hosted a number of British and European soccer matches. Its iconic arch stands above the stadium at a height of 436 feet, and its 1,033-foot span makes it the longest sing-span roof configuration in the world. Because of the stadium's amazing feats, it has also received a number of awards, including the Best Live Venue from the Vodafone Live Music Awards and the RIBA National Award. The Olympic Stadium, Montreal, Canada. Described as a masterpiece of organic modern architecture, the Olympic Stadium is Canada's largest stadium, with more than 66,300 seats. Dubbed as the Big O because of its donut-shaped roof, it was developed as the principal site for the 1976 Summer Olympics. Because of strikes and controversies, the construction wasn't completed until 1987, costing the nation an astonishing $1.47 billion. Being placed as one of the most expensive stadiums in Canada's history, many considered switching its nickname to the Big Owl. Kaohsiung National Stadium, Zhouyang District, Taiwan. Designed by the award-winning architect Toyo Ito, the Kaohsiung National Stadium was completed in 2009. The 55,000-capacity stadium is a marvel to behold, with its roof composed of aluminum-framed plates, which also houses thousands of solar panels. In fact, this megastructure yields more than 1 million kilowatt-hours of energy every year. It's the first ever building in Taiwan to have the gold-level green building certification, attaining standards in biodiversity and CO2 reduction. FNB Stadium, Johannesburg, South Africa. Of course, this list wouldn't be complete without the FNB Stadium, which hosted the 2010 FIFA World Cup Finals. This 95,000-seat stadium is the biggest in Africa. It was said to cost around $440 million to complete. One of its spectacular features is its exterior look, reminiscent of the African calabash. During the 2010 Leading European Architects Forum Awards, the FNB Stadium was dubbed as the overall winner. Did you know that this stadium is also the place where Nelson Mandela had his final public appearance? MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Home to the New York Giants and New York Jets, the MetLife Stadium holds the honor of being the most expensive stadium ever created, with an overall cost of more than $1.6 billion. It also has the largest seating capacity in NFL, having a room for more than 82,566 fans. It opened in April 2010, and it's the only structure of its kind in the country that accommodates 2 NFL teams. What's really interesting is that this structure, at its size, uses 30% less energy than its predecessor. Beijing National Stadium, Beijing, China. Last but not the least, we have the Beijing National Stadium in China, which is an incredible piece of architectural wonder. It draws inspiration from the Chinese ceramics, dubbed as the Bird Nest, featuring 80,000 seats. Plans for a retractable roof were abandoned due to the collapse of the same roof design in France, but the concept for the exterior frame was retained. The stadium was completed in 2008 at a cost of $480 million, and as planned, it hosted the opening and closing ceremonies for the Summer Olympics that same year. What do you think are the most impressive stadiums in the world? Let us know in the comments section below.